Friends, in today's video, I will tell you the habits of 5 mentally strong people. If you have these 5 habits within you, then understand that you have the ability to move forward, leaving other people behind. And you are one of the mentally strong people. And friends, at the end of the video, I will give you a bonus tip by which you will easily become a mentally strong person. So let's start the video. Friends, in 1994, Thomas Alva Edison's factory was completely burnt down. The fire was so bad that nothing was left. They lost $23 million and a prototype on which he had been working for 1 year was also destroyed by fire. The way Thomas Alva Edison reacted after knowing this entire situation is called mental toughness. He said, "Thank God all my mistakes were burnt up. Now I can start fresh again." It is a great quality of a mentally strong person that he knows how to handle himself even in the worst times and can keep a positive approach. The fact is that someone is not mentally strong right from the beginning. Just like good diet and regular exercise make you physically strong, similarly, there are some habits which make even a mentally weak person to become mentally strong. Habits of 5 mentally strong people by which you can leave people behind and move forward faster and achieve everything you want. Number 1 habit, embracing change. Friends, an eagle is a bird that can live up to 70 years of age, but to survive till this age, eagle has to take a very difficult decision because after the age of 40, an eagle's claws are no longer strong enough to catch prey easily, and its wings become so thick that even flying becomes difficult. And at the age of 40, this is the time when an eagle there are only 2 options. Firstly, that he would give up and accept death. Secondly, he has to accept the very painful process of change. This process lasts for 150 days in the life of an eagle. And for this process, one has to go and sit on the top of a mountain for 150 days, and there he has to keep hitting his beak on a stone until his beak comes out and falls down. And after the beak gets separated, an eagle waits for its new beak. When a new beak comes, she will tear off her weak claws with that sharp and strong beak and wait for the new claws to come. And when her new claws come back, then she will also tear off her thick feathers with the claws so that new feathers grow. And finally, after these very painful 150 days, an eagle takes a new flight of its new life and starts living the remaining 30 years of its life, which means survival and a painful change to live life. Friends, when it rains, all birds find some place to save themselves, but eagle is the only bird which has the ability to fly above the clouds instead of trying to escape from the rain. Similarly, a mentally strong person also embraces every difficult change, and by accepting that change and passing through it, he makes himself stronger. Number 2 habits, establishing boundaries. Friends, remember the last time when you had to do some work due to which your entire schedule or plan got ruined, and later you regretted that. If you had refused that work, then perhaps you would have been able to do better in the rest of your life. If this happens to you often, then, sorry, you are not so mentally strong, because a mentally strong person knows his boundaries, his line of control, and he knows what work he has to refuse. And for what purpose does he have to say yes? A mentally strong person knows everything very well, which means a mentally strong person is very selective. Number 3, habits, power of sacrifice. People who understand human psychology know very well that sacrifice builds resilience, resilience builds strength, strength builds power, power builds purpose. Friends, Virat Kohli is a perfect example of this. An article was published in 2017 in which it was written that Virat Kohli was a food lover, and he likes dishes like mutton roll, butter chicken very much, but today his diet is such that, leave aside butter chicken and mutton roll, he doesn't even drink sugar in his coffee. Discipline and sacrifice are a major element in his life. And, friends, no purpose can be accomplished without sacrifice, whether it is of addictions, junk food, or anything else. Sacrifice has to be made, and mentally strong people never shy away from making this sacrifice. Number 4. Habits embracing failure and mistakes. Friends, if you think that Elon Musk is a person who makes every plan keeping success in mind, then maybe you are wrong. Because regarding the fans of Specific, he had given an interview. And in the interview, he had said that, "I want to be able to make sure that we have enough capital to survive at least consecutive failures." If you understand it carefully, then his thought process clearly explains that being mentally strong does not just mean that you keep preparing for success, but mentally strong. This means that you have to be equally open and ready for failures. Number 5. Habits, self-love. Friends, I saw a boy in the office who was physically very attractive and had a different glow on his face. I thought maybe there would be a new joiner. And according to the schedule, I had to go to the meeting, and that boy was already sitting in that meeting, looking in the meeting room. I got a little confused. And then my manager told everyone that for this meeting, we have invited a guest who is going to give us the latest advance in the process, and that guest is the director of Business Accurate. And that director was a young-looking boy. And when I talked to the guy after the meeting was over, he told that he is handling a very critical unit of the business, and his schedule is full-packed. Unless he works on his physical health and mental health at the beginning of his day, he doesn't start the rest of his day's work. For him, his days start with practice of self-love. Friends, by practicing self-love, your self-love esteem and overall mental power also improves manifold. Hence, this is also very important to become mentally strong. So friends, these were some 5 qualities. Tell us, which of these habits do you have in you? Tell us in the comment box. Bonus tips. To become mentally strong, you have to understand these 4 C. First C, control in this. You have to control not the outside world, but the inner world going on in your mind. Second C, commitment. In this, you have to fulfill whatever commitment you have made to yourself. Third C, challenge in this. To make your life better, you have to take challenge from for done any work without worrying about victory or defeat. Fourth C, in this, you have to do all the work with full confidence and without doubt, which will take you towards growth in life and learn and understand any work with full confidence.